So this is arguably the most boring of the topics that I would do any of these videos on, but as important as any of the rest of them. So anti-money laundering. We know loads of commercial agents, particularly in the SME market, who aren't registered to do the anti-money laundering checks, the AML. We caught the sharp end of it when we registered however many years ago, 3-4 years ago, where we registered, we'd been trading for a period before that, and ultimately HMRC backdated a fine. Now that was a sizable fine. They don't just say, congratulations, you've decided to register for AML today. They want to know what's happened before and why you weren't doing it. However new it might feel as far as we're all concerned as agents, HMRC will say you're an agent, you're an estate agent in the market. And as I say, we're really mindful of the fact that loads of commercial agents who aren't registered, who aren't doing it properly. So there's a little step-by-step guide that we were taught in terms of the necessary steps you need to go through to make sure that you're anti-money laundering ready. Now, don't see this as a full guide. This is just from our experience and just some of the steps. There may well be more, but some of the key steps that are worth noting to ensure that you're registered correctly for AML. Okay, so you need to appoint a money laundering officer in the business and register with HMRC for money laundering purposes. You need to undertake relevant money laundering training from a registered provider, as well as register with the Information Commissioner's Office and the National Crime Agency. You need to set up your internal AML policy, set out a continuous set of training, as well as ensure that records of that training is kept if you were at any point to be audited by HMRC. You need to then set up a verification process for your clients with a relevant service provider. You need to conduct regular audits of your process, and you need to keep records of everything for a minimum of 5 years. So you could do all of that whilst doing your day job and try and be an agent and sell buildings and let buildings. But it's not to be ignored. As I say, we caught the sharp end of it. We had a backdated fine, and I'd highly recommend that anybody to start now. Otherwise, the more you develop as a business, the more you grow, the higher your revenue goes up, the higher the fine will be, because the fine was ultimately taken from a percentage of your revenue. So really, really important. It's not the most fun thing to be doing, but got to be done. Get yourself set up properly.